Hey guys, welcome to one more episode of The Wall. Today I'm coming to you from Game Station in Queens Village, New York once again. My guest today is Dennis Buchanan of the Long Island Gaming League. Dennis, thank you for joining us today. How are you doing?
Doing all right, man. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. The Long Island Gaming League is more than just your average esports organization, however. The Long Island Gaming League is more like a hub, a network, an ecosystem for gamers, be it pro or casuals. Tell us a little bit more about this Long Island Gaming League.
So, yeah, the Long Island Gaming League is definitely for the casual gamer in all of us, those who are past a certain age, and then for those who want to still be a little bit more competitive, regardless of what age it is. We really try to cultivate that community so we can kind of come together and play games in a fun, casual way, and then have a little bit of competition in between the educational aspect that we do offer through the Long Island Gaming League.
This is interesting, and I love that educational aspect. But before I even go there, Dennis, in order for anybody to do what you do, to do what I do, to do what we do, you have to have some kind of passion for gaming. So give me a little insight on your background into gaming.
Sure. So when I started gaming, I was just like, it was really young, like most of us, new game would come out, play with my brother. And it's kind of like a pastime. It was just something we would do to kill time. If we didn't go outside and play, we'd be inside playing video games. And that's really where it got started. But for the Long Island Gaming League itself, it kind of took another leap years later. And years later, it was just kind of working with kids. And we had what was called How to Create a Podcast. And through that, we were listening to some of the kids that they were talking about. And it was topics they cared about. And when I started to realize that they were very insightful in the topics they cared about, esports was blowing up around the same time.
Nice.
And from that perspective, I was just like, wow, this is a huge opportunity for the youth if they only knew how big this opportunity actually is. And that's where I came in. That's where the Long Island Gaming League kind of kicked into play. And what I like to say, if we knew what the NFL was going to be when it first got started, we might have acted differently toward getting involved in it. And I think esports is that next big game competitive movement that so the youth should be able to have the opportunity to participate in it.
Agreed. Now we're talking about the youth. Yeah. Expand more on the whole educational aspect, because you guys cultivate gamers, you create gamers, you maintain gamers.
Yes.
How does that go?
So it kind of goes from soup to nuts, right? So a lot of times gamers, depending on their level, they just know the game. They're good at it. They know the moves. They know the characters. They don't often think about the business behind it. They don't think about the technical aspects behind it. So what we try to do is we find a gamer where they're at. Why do you like that game? They'll tell us why they like that game. And then we kind of break down like, well, you know the history of that game? Do you know the distributors of that game? Do you know how that game came to be? And also how you can make money in that game or pay for college by learning about the esports industry.
So it's not just games.
It's not just games. So there's so many different career paths, and we really try to show them based off of their interest where they can go when it comes to gaming.
It's good. In the Long Island Gaming League, what are the main games, the genres technically that you focus on though?
Right. So for us, we don't have a specific genre. What we do try to do is, because we're very community based, we like to know what the community wants to play. So whether it's a sports game, FIFA, Madden, NBA 2K, the show, we kind of cater that. But then you have some individual games, like fighting games,
right?
Mortal Kombat, Smash Bros, Street Fighter. So kind of given toward which way they're trying to go is kind of how we will put on an event or throw in a tournament. At the end of the day, we care about the experience that they have by playing with us than we do caring about a specific title that we're going to host.
It makes sense. Now, talking about tournaments.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the dojo. The Dojo Rivals.
Dojo Rivals. Oh, man. Dojo Rivals was a birth child from one of the team members on the Long Island Gaming League. His name is Elvis. And he actually is really into martial arts. So he doesn't only play the games, but he actually lives it. He knows his stuff. He's a black belt and everything. And he's really big in this UFC. So we were talking about the fighting community, because he fights in the fighting community. And what we wanted to do as the Long Island Gaming League and for our community is give more of an opportunity. A lot of times these fighters will fight and they only get showcased in that one moment in time. And that's it. We felt that there's more to this fighter. So we decided to do with Dojo Rivals is create the opportunity where we interview the fighter, we do a little press clip, and after the fight and before the fight, we talk to the fighter. So that way you can get a piece of where their mind was. How did they feel after they lost that fight? What did they learn? And we turn it into a mini-series and episodes. And that's how Dojo Rivals really comes apart.
And Dojo Rivals is actually going on as we speak. I mean,
That is correct.
It's interesting.
Yep.
How's it going so far?
Nah, Dojo Rivals is good. We're up to about 3 episodes now. It's open enrollment, so we're looking for fighters who want to compete. Right now, the game we're using as competition is Guilty Gear Strive. After we do 8 episodes, which is a season of Guilty Gear Strive, we'll go into other fighting games, but we do have open enrollment. All you have to do is shoot us an email and let us know what game you're particularly playing, your character, and then we orchestrate and set up so we can do it online, so you don't have to be on location to participate in Dojo Rivals.
Okay. While I was at the recently held Smash Brothers tournament here at Game Station, I met a gentleman.
Yep.
Tell me about your affiliation with E-Legends Gaming Cafe.
So E-Legends Gaming Cafe, we kind of started working with them because us being a league and kind of being more of a remote aspect, we wanted to partner with other organizations that provided things that we may not necessarily be able to do, but in all effort to give back to our gaming community. And since they had a great facility, we thought, well, could our members participate in your facility as either at a discounted rate or some kind of give back?
Nice.
Because they need gamers, we need a facility, and that actually happened to work very well for our relationship. And we were able to put on an amazing event that really brought the community together as one and not as 2 competing organizations, but as an organization that cares about the gaming community overall.
And they recently held a retro gaming festival as well.
Yes.
Sweet. Well, tell me this then. How does one enroll? How does one get to become a part of not just Dojo Rivals, but Long Island Gaming League on a whole?
Sure. So they can visit the LongIslandGamingLeague.com or they can type in esports Long Island. We'll pop up. Once you get to our site, it's pretty straightforward, where we have 2 different ways you can be a part of the league. You could become a member and you get membership perks. You get access to our affiliates, access to any of our sponsors, access to any discounts that we may get through our sponsors. And that membership's $9.99. And then we also have, let's just say you want to be a little bit more competitive and you want to have a consistency of like ranking, where we track your ranks, your records, your interview. You can join our seasonal leagues that are either 12 weeks to 3 months long. And that's the 2 ways that generally people could become a member overall and support the ecosystem or compete under our league.
That's really interesting. That's really great that you actually, I'm impressed actually. Tell me, what about the future of Long Island Gaming League? What do you have planned for the future? Like, where's your eye at? Where's the prize?
Where's the prize? Oh man. I would say the prize in its big totality, that the Long Island Gaming League and our affiliates, as we continue to grow, realize that we're the organization that truly puts gamers of all ages, races first, to make sure we support our gamers. And if it's not for our gamers, it's things that we may not want to get interested into. We don't want to see our gamers having to game for hours upon hours just to get ahead in esports. We don't want to see our gamers fall short from educational opportunities. So the big picture, we want the Long Island Gaming League to be that resource for gamers who want to have the opportunity to do something different or be the best they can be. And we want to be that resource for them.
That is amazing, Dennis. The Long Island Gaming League. Gamers for gamers, basically. The ecosystem. Thanks for coming through.
Thanks
I really
for having
appreciate
me.
it, brother. Thank you guys for watching. This was one more episode of The Wall from Game Station in Queens Village, New York. There'll be lots more to come. You'll be hearing even more from Dennis Buchanan of the Long Island Gaming League here on the Lab Video Game TV, because our game is never over.